So, oh, it's backwards. Or there's any point in increasing that side. I would want to do this. Batteries. Batteries are a... So fuel, oil, sulfur, and batteries. Sulfuric acid. Petroleum turbines. Okay, which is why we need to do all of that. I suspect that storage is going to be interesting. Okay, if I want to speed this up a little bit, I'm going to Hey Darth. Yes, Factorio. Welcome to the stream. How was your day? Lame. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hey DNC. This feels and sounds like Minecraft. Yeah, it has been a while. How have you been? Well, this is Factorio. It is quite literally nothing like Minecraft. So I need... Ah, this is the one I need to. But first, I want to grab this. Dealing with medical stuff? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you... I hope it gets dealt with. Are okay. Sounds like a nice, relaxing game to be gone. Well, it only sounds and feels that way because I'm playing in peaceful. Otherwise, it's very stressful because you get attacked by creatures all the bleeping time. Cannot wait to turn these guys electric. So that I don't have to do this all the time. You play peaceful on Minecraft? I tend to not. Minecraft gives me enough control over if I've got to deal with enemies that I don't have a need to play peaceful. But there are definitely some... Oh, really? Oh, I guess I'm going to take you, put you there. We've got 4K to go. Use it to shut up your mind or rather than open up the creative. Hey, you know what? However you enjoy doing it, that is the important thing. That is what matters. On some level, I enjoy the challenge of figuring stuff out. Which is why I keep coming back to a game like Factorio, or even though it is always driving me insane, I keep believing that one day I will figure it out and I'll manage to to keep going. And this is why I'm back. I had a thought on how I could proceed that could help me help manage the frustration of the game. And I suspect that it's going to work until I have to deal with trains. Once I have to deal with trains, I'm going to be throwing a new element that I've never played with in the game, and that's where I suspect that I am going to have issues with. I mean, problem-solving games, half the fun is getting things to the point where you can move forward without pushing too hard. Well, me, it's getting to the point where the game doesn't drive me insane. And here the method I came up with for this one is the grid. Basically, I'm using the chunks as markers, and I gave myself space for the belts, and I'm trying really hard to work with the grid and, keeping each chunk for only the fabrication of one type of items. And we'll see if this goes, how it works, and if it keeps working. Like right now it works, and right now I think I can get it to make with that everything that I may want. All right, I can make solar panels, maybe. Yes, I can. All right. I need... It only gives me 3? Really? Copper. I'm going to need copper. Yeah. And, and the reason I think that trains are going to cause me a problem is that trains move differently than belt. So I'm going to have to figure out how to move, how to get the trains on, and how they work. This is basically I have never until this game managed the automation of the green science. I just could not before, because my game was such a spaghetti by that point that I went insane. And here now I suspect that what will drive me insane will be the back here. That it will be the dealing with the trains. I suspect that will drive me insane. All right, so we're gonna set up these to see what happens. Yeah, but some people are able to hit a problem, look at it, and reconstruct everything. I tend to lock up when that happens. So, which is why I say the game drives me insane, because I reach a point where I'm just I just can't anymore. Good news. You were able to get your hands. You were able to get your hands on a gaming laptop. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Okay, this is an empty chunk. Oh, right, you're at the end over there, all the way over there. You know what? Oh, cool. Right. Oh, I need to make this. Oh, 20 stone. Okay. I have to get more stone. Let's look at that now. You can enjoy modded Space Engineer finally. Very cool. When it comes to limits of one's patience with a game like this, you could understand having some issues at some point. You play Minecraft sparingly for that reason. Yeah, and my hope, what will probably happen if, is that I will hit that issue again and I will walk away from Factorio for a while. I'll play something else, probably other factory games, and I'll try it every so often, and maybe one day I'll be able to do it, or who knows, maybe this time I'll be able to tear everything down and rebuild and not lock up. I don't know. I actually kind of like having to figure stuff out like that. Again, it's why I tend to come back to a game like this. Because somewhere along the way, things change, and I get to learn. Okay. I want to go for the battery, so I need fluid. Huh. So you're going to fit there. Interesting. So that fits within the grid. Now, take a break, gives you time to work on the problems. Yeah. Yep. All right, let's try this. Okay. It is. It is on the grid. I like that. I would have liked that it'd be symmetrical, but you know what? I can deal with that. So this would be here. That generates nothing at this time because it's night. You like the soundtrack? Yeah, it's nice and relaxed. So, the downside to this is that without batteries to store the power, they're kind of useless. But that is why I wanted to set that up to see what I got. It's not the material, it's the research. Well, also the material. To make batteries, it's down here. So I need to research the oil processing, the sulfur, and then I can research the batteries. So refinery, chemical plants. Okay, you are done. It has a progression tree. Could be. I mean, well, I mean, I need to research stuff that unlocks other stuff. Like, you know, with that, I'm going to have to figure out petroleum, oil, basic oil, because I don't know how to deal with oil. I haven't found anything that, yeah. So I'm, once I have a refinery, I will, well, a pump jack, I will have to figure out how to make use of it. Well, sounds like could use some freedom. You know what? Let's just make... I am using them a little faster. I think. No, they're all 30 seconds. Alright, well, let's put another one up here. Ah, right. Watching some anime in the background to catch up on the few series. Very cool. Very cool. Huh. Offshore pump. Storage tanks. It's gonna need an engine, okay. This one is pretty dark, but right now it's on a lighter chapter. Wish there was a way to shift these guys around. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Several main and side character have either died or have had such sad things happen to it. Like all the heartstrings stuff. Yeah. I I'm not a follower of anime. I mean, literally, the number of anime that I've watched can be counted on one hand. Ghost in the Shell, Read or Die. That's kind of it. Um, I quite enjoyed it. The first one more than the second one, but yeah, it's very good. Read or Die is another one that I love. I discovered the OVA first, and then then the actual manga, the actual animated series. Um, could be. I've just never had a chance to try it, to look it up, and how the hell did I end up with copper in my inventory? Um, Manga, like the book, I've not. Uh, The only manga I've actually read is Read or Dream, which is what Read or Die is based on. Alright, let's go make some changes to the power plant. Since I can now do this. Did I open this the other time? There we go. I'll be able to add plants this way. But that's for later. Much later. Lighter stuff, like when I read, I want to be entertained, not exactly depressed. I can read stuff with more serious tone, but when it gets to going dark, I need to know that there's hope down the line. Like if it's going to be a tragedy, the odds are I'm not really going to be looking for it. No, that's okay. Stay away from Berserk. All right, good to know. Dolores Quest book. Never heard of it. All right. Child story. Okay. Hmm. How did I open this up? All right. So that's backed up like this. How are you? That's still okay. That's still backed up. That is still backing up. Okay. Do I have a box for that? I do. I think this one may be going down. Knights and Magic. Very cool. Great art. Well, that's cool. I mean, I don't need art to be great. Um, for me, the story is more important. But, that's me thing. Make. You know what, let's do that. Let's speed stuff up here. I have a hard time getting into your written media because of ADHD. I have an easy time writing because of my ADHD. But yeah, I can definitely get that. A story needs to really grab at me for me to not get so easily bored with it that it's a hassle to read it. Which is basically why I write for myself. Because, you know, the story I write, well, I know I'm going to enjoy reading them. Make another one. No, I need iron. So I think I'm gonna clear this stuff up. That's why you watch anime. Yeah, I can get that. Are you really? It's just 14 in here? Okay. But I do that by hand. More towards 100. Hey, Doc. The grid is going well. I have managed to mostly maintain my sanity through it. I am now at the point. Well, I am heading towards batteries because I figure a power grid and like a solar grid will not be particularly useful without one. But I'm yeah, like I'm slowly speeding up the science through. Hey, Uncatchable, welcome to the stream. Oh, the solar grid. Oh, it is not useful? Really? So is there an alternative to coal power that is actually useful? Because I thought, you know, I fully expected solar to be a better deal than just take so much space. Okay, but it's not like space is an issue. Well, I'm nowhere near nuclear. I mean, like, you know, we've got a lot of space, so I kind of... Yeah, well, yeah, that which it's why I want batteries. Okay, and what do I get out of this guy? 7.2 megawatt. Okay, I definitely see where because one gives me 60 kilowatt. So I need 120. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in a grid, I've got 49. So I would need 3 grids of solar power to match what I'm generating right now. So, and I need 21. Holy, okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, solar in that case is probably not the direction I want to take. Which does mean that petroleum is less of an issue because I was needing it for the sulfur to make but we're not there yet, so I might as well do the logistics stuff and see what happens. Actually, you know what, let's see the other power distribution. Yeah, when I get there. Your favorite part of the game is train. I highly suspect that when I hit trains, the game will drive me insane trying to get a handle on train. I'm very bad with train. 7K solar power. Ouch. Alright, so I guess what I want to look at right now, well, no, actually, what I want to look at right now is from the top down. I'm going to need another one of these. Really not bad to use when you understand signal when trying to. Well, that's my big problem. Once signals come into play, I start having issues. All right, what are these? Fast inserters. Filter inserters, okay. I don't think these I'm going to need until trains, but what do I have? Oh, I did not set you yet, that's why. Well, never having come across them, the one place where in my head right now I can see using them is with the trains to determine what goes where kind of thing, but I'll see when I get there. Look, and you want to make sure each rail has a signal before and after the intersection to use as traffic lights, essentially. Yeah. Yeah, it's all theory, and it'll stay theory until I start using it. And once I start using it, I'll find out if I can do it properly. I'm going to have to refill my... You have 600 trains. Ouch. One for one, so not you train. Yeah, I don't know what that. Well, I'm guessing 141 is engine, container, engine. Oh, it makes two, that's why. Okay. Actually, I need to check. I want to check power. I'm still good. I figure once I hit 6.5, I'm going to want to expand. Okay, you're still doing good. You're still doing good. Okay, so locomotive on each end, cargo and tanks. Why locomotives in the center? Like, what does that give you? No, 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 no. Need this. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. I guess I'm gonna have to wait until there's more space. Okay, I'll have to look into power. Cinders. 100. That's okay. You are allowed. Oh, come on, really? I'm gonna be wasting my poles? I hate that. I hate when they don't reuse older models. I'm gonna reach 9 area. Okay, so I want this for long distance transport, and I want this for local distribution. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to dump them in a box, and, that'll be the end of it. It's just I'm a little miffed that it's not part of how the game is, how it is. So. All right. So, well, I'm thinking of it in situation like, this here where I literally have to put them, one next to the other and kind of thing. To be fair, considering how cheap they are, it's almost entirely an aesthetic thing. Well, I suspect that substations and stuff like that make more sense if you're playing with the creatures on. Because you're going to want a way of reroute power. But, since I'm on peaceful, it's not quite as important. At least, I don't think it's quite as important. All right, let's. Oh, well, if substations are a thing, like I... Okay. Yeah, if you know, if it's if you know that thing may be different, you know, have its use and stuff like that, but I'm not there at all. That's stone. Okay, that's not what I want. $18 by 18, yeah, that's that's a okay, that's a forest. It's a decent way to oh, that's yeah, that's 4. That's gonna be coal, I think. Yeah, there's coal. Oh, wait, I think there's iron. Oh, maybe not. Crude oil, okay. So, This, if I want to get into oil, this is where I come. To make your factory without them, you have 2 iron smelter array. Each one of them you have 12 train station for delivery. 24 trains servicing those 12 stations. Don't have to wait long for full train to replace an empty one. Yeah, as I said, train is not something that I've ever used, so I've no idea what will happen. Oh, there we go, iron. You're gonna head out for the evening. All right, well, thank you for dropping by, DNC. I hope you have fun with Space Engineer. And see you next time. All right, so more iron here. Fun will happen. Yeah, let's say that. Let's call it that. Oh, looks like there's more iron over there. Oh, this is going to be fun to deal with. Yeah. No, this is copper. This is not iron. This is copper. Well, James is going to be happy. That's stone. You will get run over by a train at some point. I will keep that in mind and keep the bandages handy. Okay. How did I end up with iron? I keep collecting stuff. Oh, I see. We got module at something. Oh, 20. Okay. Huh. So. Don't really need that much. Here, I do want. Just give me. Better keep up with the belts, I'm guessing. Ooh, 7. Okay, that's nice. Okay. All right, this is gonna need a 3 science, so I'm not there at all. Develop more efficient fuel. Okay. So it doesn't give me anything, it just opens. Small tape for making green circuit. They need a lot of copper wire fast to make the copper wire where you make the green circuit and using direct feeding from copper to wire. Okay. While I appreciate the tip, and I am 100% certain you are right, if I were to add a system within the other chunk, I would start throwing myself off. I need to stick to one chunk, one processing. So I'm going to have to deal with whatever issue the having belts between them causes. Otherwise, I am going to go insane. Ooh, that's a nice level of light. I'm gonna have to deal with it because I don't know what I'm going to need later on. Um, and this is definitely an issue. One of my issue with games like that is that I cannot see ahead. I can look at all of this, and honestly, this is utterly meaningless to me. I'm literally clicking the next one because unless I can obviously see, you know what? Let's go with that. What it does, I just don't see it. So I'm gonna have to hit the wall and then go from there because yeah, it's nice that we can deconstruct uncatchable, but the issue I encounter a lot of the time is that when I hit the wall, I literally can no longer think, and I have to walk away from the game. So, that's why here the grid is pushing the wall away, and I'm hoping it's going to push it far enough so that I can figure other things. Yeah, part of figuring out this stuff, and letting it drive you utterly insane. Okay, now that is interesting. We're starting to have issues here. So I need to add one of them. No, for me it's the wall of optimization that I tend to lock lock out. Like I tend to hit it and it gets problematic. I get overloaded, and you know, that's when I need to a lot of time walk away. Um, yeah, essentially copied onto your current map. You have only built one modular part of it now. You're playing it as I'm watching. Yeah, that's fine. And I like it. I just get overwhelmed with it. Like, and that's why I need to come up with system. And the thing is, the way my mind works is I have to do something often and often and often to start seeing the possible optimization. I always, everything I do in my entire life, I always start highly inefficient. And the more I do it, the more I start noticing, okay, I could adjust this, and I start adjusting, and I make no claims at being the most efficient person around, but I usually hit a point where, you know, things are nicely balanced. And the problem with factory games like that is that the hurdle is sometimes high enough that I can't, like, I hit the wall too hard to be able to start seeing the stuff because I get freaked out. And, you know, my previous problem with this was the spaghetti of belt. Again, widen the grid here so that I can bypass the spaghetti. So that you realize that set yourself up for trains, but don't fully automated. Well, yeah, that's I'm hoping that this is in part setting me up for trains, because my hope is that I'll be able to tear down the belts, keep everything in the center the same, and have trains come in and feed them. You know, if that doesn't work, I will have to make changes, obviously, but that is currently my hope. Okay, I am seeing another problem here. You are backing up. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because I made this larger. So you're probably looking to fill this up. So... which means, ironically enough, that this is probably a temporary shortage. Possibly. And my hope is that I will be able to make that adjustment. That I will be able to just simply tear everything down and rebuild with trains and go from there. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to. Like I said, this is further than I've ever gone in this game. So I'm enjoying it, and I'm moving one step at a time kind of thing. All right, so this is catching up. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, yeah, you guys are doing that. All right, you know what? Okay, I can't do it here. Well, no, I can't move that because you start getting stone. Okay. So... And if I start going there, I'm going to be dealing with the copper. And right now, I am not in a position to afford to mix what you guys are doing. But what I can do is take advantage of that gap between... And because the problem is on that side, I am going to do something that may not be efficient, but I think it's going to help. Wait. All right, let's do a cold run. Several earlier is that you will reach a point where you simply cannot belt in enough copper wire if you get that skill. Okay, circuit per minute. You need 40 or 50 train to supply the copper. Again, like I trust that you are correct. I simply cannot at this time function that way. It's too early in the game. Like, you know, basically trying to think a few more steps ahead of where I'm gives me, I'm not gonna call it an anxiety attack, but like makes me uncomfortable. So I am taking things, as I said, one step at a time. And I will, my hope is that if at some point I need to tear down everything and rebuild it, that I will be able to do so. That my mindset will let me do that. And I strongly suspect that when it will get time to set up another patch of ore, I'm going to want to do the smelting in a different in the chunk above where the ore is, so that I can simply throw all of these in there, maximize the usage of the space, and then just belt everything to be processed. And go from there. Oh, I see. Okay, that cut the time in half. Oh, that is going to change things. Ooh. Because if I'm processing these twice as fast, that means that Uh, everything. It is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to watch things go. Okay, I can. All right, the way I'm seeing it, I am consuming just a little less than what I am making. So I should still be okay. Oh, cool. 13. Okay, 13.3, 13.4. Okay, so my production is still good. Red. Is 13.7, 13.4. So I'm still good. Okay, cool. I like this screen. Yeah. Oh, right. So, right. And because it changes. Okay, so that. Okay. Ooh, all right. So let's go over the last minute then. Okay, now I'm seeing. Okay. 24, 34. 35, 20. Okay. I need to increase my production. Hmm. Interesting. I gotta go. Okay. Enjoy. Have fun. Since my resource patches are so far away, you probably should use train for them. Go for a single train going back and forth. It's on line track, you won't need any signal, making it much easier to set up. And I will almost certainly do that at when I get to the point. I mean, I kind of want to use up the what I have here before doing anything else. Like, I suspect I'm gonna have to go for the iron soon. Well, soon-ish, you know, relatively. So. Well, in this case, because I want a buffer of coal and In others, the thought was the same without realizing that I really don't need a buffer of iron plate. Oh, because everything was going on this side and blocking it, and I know that if I just connect the bell directly, it's going to go on that side also. And I wanted the iron to go on the other line, on the other side of the belt, and that's the only way I know how to do it. A line balancer? Do I have that? Can I do a search? No, I cannot. Is that is that something I'm supposed to have at this point, Doc? Okay, well, you've just jumped beyond my level of understanding. Um, a certain configuration of a splitter and belt. Yeah, I. Make me those. I just want one, buddy. Just one. All right. So my guess would be to do something like that. Would that be what you mean? Well, Doc? Okay. Well, close but no cigar. Yeah, of course you can post a link, Doc. Oh, I see. Right, okay, if we do that, I don't need to do it quite like that. Oh, I see. It fixes itself. Okay. Okay, the problem I have is I don't have the space to do it. I'm going to need one. So I need to move you here. I'll put it after all the miners, so like here basically. No. That's one ahead. Then this, like this. Alright, which means that in that then this and this can be replaced by straight up belt. Why are you stuck? Well, what do you need oil for? Ah, sulfur. Okay. Alright, so this should hopefully give me something of a sense of... So I am underproducing slightly, but I suspect that it's got more to do with my setup than anything else. Because... yeah, I suspect that this is actually okay. That when it gets to it, these guys are balancing because this is getting a slight buffer. These guys are building buffers, and as these start calling for them, this drops and they get and they pull away, and need come to need. Yeah, I think this is probably okay, and this is clearly okay. Because again, these guys will have the buffer to balance it out. So the question is, yeah, this is clearly going up. This is slowly going down, but it's because that box is filling up. I suspect that once that box is full, this is going to start backing up again. Yeah. Another thing that I do, which I know is probably not efficient, is I want to go through all these science before I start bothering with the next level. Yeah, I know. I know I have a bad habit of overdoing stuff. I could almost certainly do it with just a one of these. Oh, that's interesting. I did not expect it to do that. Now I've got way more uncertain than what I knew to do it, but yeah, I know. I know. Oh, actually, you know what? Well, actually, I want to try something. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take those. So, okay. So if I got that right, it will. It won't put anything more, and these are gonna go down. Actually, can I manually put it in here? And these are going to go down. Okay, yeah, that works. That's probably, and once it's low, I can turn it into a wooden box again. And that's a wooden box. We're good. But yeah, I'm not an efficient player. Efficiency is almost never my goal in a game like this. Okay, this is I like that. I definitely like this. Alright, time to do a coal run. Yeah, but it comes back to me not knowing what I need, what I have too much of, and stuff. So, I like to err on the side of, oh my god, you cannot believe how scared I am of running out of X. So, I overdo stuff. And not by a quarter. I have this amount of space. How many do I have? 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I'm actually going to try something. Hey, Frigid, why am I playing with the grid on? Because I am working with the chunks as the plan for my layout. You don't, yeah, no, I agree. I I'm somebody who, if I don't know something, I build it in such a way that I don't take a chance. Okay. Yeah. Yep. All right. So let's say that I've got 1, 2, 3. That's going to be the belt. 1, 2. Okay. This brings coal in. I should do that. Actually, if I'm going to be working with coal, Might it not be best to work with these things? Is the burner inserter much slower than the regular inserter, Doc? You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just try it. Well, you know what? This is an experiment, so one. That's not gonna work because this guy's gonna dump into here. I mispl... Oh, thank you. I would probably have noticed it as I'm placing these guys, but thank you. Well, like, I don't know if it's gonna work. I just kind of... It kind of occurs to me that, you know, I may want to start thinking more efficiently. Because now I'm thinking I can move the ore all the way here. Automate this, because my big problem right now is I keep having to go back and refill my, well, it's going to be more efficient on the level of I don't need to manually refill my smelters. Right now, that's sort of the line that I'm looking at. Because if I can remove the constant need to okay, yeah, I'm going to have to use those here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, it didn't. What? For some reason? Okay. All right. So now I need to... Stone miner right above the ore is out of resources. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, actually, this was iron, but yeah. Cool. Thanks. I'll okay. Because, yeah, speed on these is not that important. Granted, because I've had to bring power in, I might as well use power for them. Like, I'm not actually gaining anything. All right, you two need to be shifted because same with. One of the quote unquote nice thing about this is that with a bit of planning ahead, I could make this way longer and it would allow for expansion. So you are empty. Can I? Variable output, so they are idle. You may want to turn each side as a separate belt down the line balancer. If I bring if I bring two, well, actually, okay, like if I bring a line in here, will it balance it, or can it not deal with it that way? Like, I don't know if it can take both in, both out. It will still. Okay, so I could do this. And that. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. What the hell happened here? Not because I wanted to. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking is that the one that I idle kind of act as a buffer for when things, when either there's a bump in demand or when I start adding machines elsewhere, and they'll compensate for a bit, or at least that's my hope. Actually, can I do that with a regular one? It's just one too long. Okay, so because what I'm also thinking now is that if I, that's not what I wanted, but anyway, um, if I were to do that to bring the coal in, I'm opening this up to expand it without blocking anything. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that right now. Oh, right, because that's going to go up there. Right. So I'm not going to have a choice. The belt is going to have to go up anyway. So yeah, I don't, you're right. See, this is what I mean where I don't see a step ahead because, in my head, that had solved all my problem, not seeing that the belt was going to have to go up until you mentioned it. So it would almost make more sense in this situation to just set up a miner. Oh, this guy's done. So, well, oh, that's cool. Really? Looks more. Anyway, you need power. That's not needed anymore. But yeah, so I'm thinking that setting one up to just setting a miner just to come down this way is the best use of the space in this case. Oh, I'm out of our plates. Okay. Hmm. I think I need more copper somewhere. Well, maybe no, because it's got that. Ah, right. So that would probably be why. Well, in this case, it's because these guys had run out. But so I could, I could do the same thing here. I mean, I have a bunch of furnaces that I can make use of. Okay, now, okay, here, part of the issue would be, well, not. No, you know what? Why not? Let's do it. So this is the line I want. I want to. So okay, this is a free line, so I can have the coal come in here. This is how smart I am. I'm planning that. I want to aim my line here, and what do I do? Not set these guys up properly. And that's not what I want. But this is an example of what I mean when I say that I have to be doing something often to start seeing how I can improve it. Because I never saw how to improve this until I had to run to refill my my burners often. I didn't even think I needed to improve it until then. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I completely agree. Hmm. I need... Actually, you know what? I know it's going to be a waste, but I have it, so let's make use of it. Oh, wait, it's not here. So is that you would have combined the center bell to use coal on one side or on the other. That way you only need the output belt on the outside. That makes sense. I am... Whoops. I'm not actually sure how I would go about doing... Well, one thing at a time. Um... to be fair, like, this is how it occurred to me. Like, Okay, you know what? Look, I'm not trying to be pretty, I'm just trying to get it done. And yes, I'm aware that there is stuff in the way. I just... So this now processes all my copper ore. It may or may not be as efficient, but that's kind of not relevant. What I will need is a balancer. I'm gonna need more belts first. 20 per minute. I'm consuming 60-ish per minute. So that means this is going to catch up. No idea what I'm going to do with the rest, but actually, no, I know what I'm going to do. Do that here. I am quite pleased with myself for tonight. I thank you very much for the balancer. That is a very... I'm very pleased to know that one now. But I will say that I'm also quite pleased to have come up with my smelter array by myself. Oh, oh, talk about perfect lining up. Belt balancer? Okay. So the belt balancer is different from the lane balancer? So the entire belts. Oh, okay. Unsurprisingly enough, I'm now producing way more copper than I need. They are complex. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Well, you know, I'm not there anyway. I have, Doc, you know anyone who's playing Factorio right now that I can raid? Because I have to bring this to an end. The last one you've used is 128 to 128 belt balancer. Holy cow. That is big. Mr. Beard. Alrighty, well, I shall raid them. Alright. Well, why did that unmute? Alright, well, thank you. You need something? Well, thank you for keeping me company, Doc. I'm going to be back tomorrow evening, 5:30 Eastern Time. I'll be playing RimWorld. Thanks, Gen X, even though you didn't say anything, for lurking. Thanks, Uncatchable. Hopefully you will not be too surprised when you get back to a different stream. But yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow. If I do not, I hope you have a good weekend when it arrives, and I will see you when I see you. I forgot to start the raid. So give me a second or two.